Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Um, so today, I'm gonna have a call-in show, and let's see if and my line's on. Let me log in real fast and check to see if I have any live callers. And let's see. There's I think I have a caller. Hello, welcome MGF. You're on live. Welcome to the call-in show.
Hello, can you hear me?
Well,
Okay, should I turn it down in the back?
well,
Okay.
it's kind of loud.
Can you hear me now? Okay, well, I didn't do anything. Men worrying about what other men's bed looks like right now? Red pill, y'all said it today, tonight, and y'all say it all the time, cannot replace a strong father figure in the home. Red pill ain't your daddy. Now go play in some traffic. You want to gossip like a bunch of straggling hyenas. Go somewhere. It's a philosophy. It's not your savior, and you can't hide behind it like you do your mama when society holds you accountable. Fear the unknowns, but talk what you know. The lifestyle isn't for meek, for quitters, or for followers. That's why they use the term alpha when it's popping. And if it's hitting mainstream like that, maybe boys don't smell. Maybe it's your upper lip. And she don't want you because you're judgmental and analyze everything that doesn't pertain to you. Men get bullied enough. Let's have peace, where minds collectively gather with intellectual conversation. There's loser mentality in your doubts of men's abilities. Capabilities are within winners. Stop being scared of what people think about you and take control of your life now. You can only live your life. And be grateful. Because you're only educated on your way of life. Obviously, studying men is not going to help better your own life. Stay down. The way feminists bound and conditioned you. The life of a stray dog.
Okay, well, thank you for calling, and obviously I hung up on them, but I just wanted to come on here to the show and talk about critics and how we have so many critics, just being us, just being ourselves, and being part of the red pill. It brings a lot of criticism. I'd say being a creator personally, it brings a lot of personal things out that should never be out there and talked about and just torn apart, like fresh meat or something. And so I just wanted to talk about how you guys feel, because like I don't get camaraderie. I don't get that. I get a lot of people like trying to like, in my eyes, it's like a parody of me. Like, it's like you take the bare bones of what I'm doing in life and like they make it into this entertaining thing. And as a person that's from, not the majority, as a person that's not from, just, privilege, a person that is, like, how do you say, um, like grounds up. Like, I'm basically, I'm a self-made person, and I am female. So coming from my background, it's really, really troubling to me to see that women, men, just a bunch of people in general just want to just mimic what I do, what, things that I have said, things that pertain to me personally, and things in my lifestyle that maybe are not like I said, I'm not from the majority, you know. Um, so it's kind of frustrating because it's kind of like a little bit racist to me. It's kind of like, I have to double down on my talking points, and I gotta retrace my steps, and I have to push forward through um, the crap that I've you know that I've been thrown, like just a bunch of barriers and obstacles because like somebody's mocking what my just me. It's like mockery. It's just mocking me, and so it's like everything that I'm trying to do is just like throwing blocks in front of me, just barricading what my message and trying to get all the mainstream things um, out there just for entertainment use. And this is like, like Caller said, this is a philosophy. People have so many questions. Why not ask those questions? Ask the right questions. Be respectful. Have your points of view. That's fine. And you're always going to have your points of view. But to sit here and pretend like, we're we have our own God, is that like I really heard somebody say that we had our own God. Like I swear I was just listening to this stuff and I said, there's so much somebody can take. And then y'all have to listen to them pretend to be us. Like that's so silly. Like it's so silly. Like each one picks us out and shows everybody, like the audience, this is this one does this, and this one does that, and they don't criticize us. But then they choose one that they didn't mention, and then they go and they you know what, they go and try to pretend that they're one of us, like you know they're emulating us, and it's not like it's not uh it's not imitating us to the point that it's cute. It's not cute. You're doing people wrong. You're doing everybody dirty because one, you're stealing. Two, you're grifting. And three, you're you're um you're toxic. That's toxic. Maybe those messages were not valued by these creators or you know these personalities that you see on screen. But we're real people, and you guys are real people, and we all need respect going forward. The messages that we send out don't involve they don't involve anybody else. They don't involve what women think of you. They don't involve you know what type of joke you are. They don't involve your potential to be in celibate. I find these things personal attacks in the first place, um, towards the people who are educated in the red pill. I find these things personal attacks against the general audience. And I find these things toxic to the public. For one, it's offensive. And for two, it's all cap. It's all bull crap. Um, you know, and one time some girl was like, "Are you even married?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm not. I don't need to answer that. Cause who are you? You've been on here for 2 seconds." And as much as I would like to talk about my history, my relationship history, like we have so much to get through, and all the critics, all the critics, like they like an opportunity, and right now would be the opportunity. And like I've been telling you guys, right now is not a good, it's not a good atmosphere right now for us. And like I said before, we all go through things, and life has to go on. The more that we're 10 toes down, the more that we're boots on the ground, and the more of us there are popping, we will succeed at at anything we pursue. So don't ever let some naysayer bring you down. At the end of the day, You're always going to be you. At the end of the day, you're never going to be that person who's got your name in their mouth. And you know what? I might have lived a hard life, but I would never go low like that. Like, um, to personally attack people and force dox them, that's sick. That's sick. That was force doxing, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before. Um, because I get that a lot, you know. They're like, why do you wear so much makeup? Are you transgendered? And they use the double N word, and that's very bad. That's like toxic. Like, hello. You might as well tattoo it on your forehead. Um, you know, because like there's only so much room for xenophobe. There's so much room for hate, and here on my Sunday pump, that would be zero. And I'm sorry. Get your eyes checked. If you're trying to sabotage me, wake up earlier because I've been here since day one. Um, I'm the only female that started. I'm the only female still popping. Um, I'm not here to brag about what I've done and what I'm accomplished at. I'm here solely for you guys. And I think it's cuz I've been here for so long and I've been through so much, you know, since I started. And you know, my humble beginnings on YouTube, you know, with makeup and fashion and style, you know, fragrance, all those things, you know, I have so much to offer and so much insight that I can offer you guys. And I'm not going nowhere, but you know, like I said, the atmosphere is heavy. Um, you know, there's still darkness where the shadows have been casted, and I still strive and push through, and I still struggle. I have my ups and downs. I have my days. You know, I have my dog days, but at least I'm not a stray dog. So, um, that said, I would I would also like to talk about, aside from the critics, I would like to talk about aside from the hate that I got, um, I want to talk about some hot topics like that have been going on, like as far as you know, the presidential elections, and cuz like isn't it one of the nominees is like going to court, um and I think setting an example at a president, at a former president, that's for a woman that gets paid for sex work is is a loss for everybody. um I think if she was a regular woman, it wouldn't be so bad, guys. Like I wouldn't feel bad. Like, okay, you know what? You get your shot in court. But it wasn't like even a decent person. It was like some girl that she premeditated to blackmail, and she was like a big part of like Me Too and all that stuff. Like, not back when, but she's just like one of the faces of Me Too, and she's still active. So I think like everybody gets their shot at justice. Like, I don't believe like this all this hype, um all the shroud around our former president. It's really disturbing. You know, could you imagine being youth at this point and seeing that? The government reflects us. I think it should. be more positive, not like some Kardashian episode. That should have never happened. Recently, like, there's so many people that threaten, and they threaten in the text messages, and it costs so much money, to keep these doors open for us to be able to find some peace and in wrongful, wrongful doings that, we've been victimized by others. But like, there's people that are just using the advantage that being a part of a court case, a major court case brings, to bring them fame, to get them interviews, paid interviews, to get them paid sponsorships, to get them flew into some, you know, gorgeous city so they can have like a stay there, and just be treated like a celeb for a day or two until, they're done filming the documentary of whatever fic- fictional fable thing that happened allegedly. Um, so I think that's very, very sad. And I never speak so much on things like that, but when people do the justice system dirty, it's like, you know, you already know. Like, you already know. I don't really watch TV. So when I go and I look for news, I'm looking for news specifically, you know, because I used to do the news when I was young, and so it's kind of disheartening, you know. I can't imagine, having to deal with things like that, my family just having to go through things like that, and you know, especially if you're stuck in another country, or if like um you know you're you're pulled out of your home, um or some people even did they actually did the time, and that's really bad, and like I said, that those Kardashian episodes that were filmed, and they were freeing all the wrong guys. Like, that was really, really, that was like, you know that was the straw on the camel's back for me. So, we really need to take these things more seriously. There's so many things that I want to talk about, but I don't have time. And but thank you guys for joining me today. And let's see, before I go, I'm gonna update the setup here, and hopefully next time you guys tune in to a podcast here on my Sunday Front, it'll be up and running, and maybe you'll like it. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.